square roots in Minesweeper are real. But unfortunately, this one is annoying. This thing that I sign up for a bunch of minutes, knowing that they're not me. There was a game called 14 Minesweeper Variants, which, well, has a pretty self-explanatory title. It turns out 14 undersells it because this game is freaking massive. It starts out with simple rules like triplet. Mines may not form a row of 3 orthogonally or diagonally. And here's like, you can see the row of 3 cannot be made. Then they start adding custom clues and, well, now there's a sequel with like letters for some reason. And also the square root. What the hell is that? Now, unbelievably, this square root was inspired by one of my videos. Although I am not aware of what rule the square root's using. So now the worst part is that square root thing is hidden. I've seen people share screenshots of the square root in discussions. I mean, I don't know the rule, but I know it's part of this demo, but it's not near the start of the demo. All right, so horizontal. Any mine must have a horizontally adjacent mine. So all the numbers count how many adjacent cells there are. So this is a 0. So that means there's no adjacent mines in any of them. Here's a 1. Now, if there was a mine here, there needs to have a horizontally adjacent mine, which would mean that there needs to be another mine there, but that overloads the 1. So that is the most common thing. You can't have a mine there, that would overload it. So the mine's forced to be there. That needs to now extend, and we got 3. This 3 only sees 3 cells that are all mines. That means this 1 is done. And this 3 is also done because, I mean, it only sees 3 cells, so they must all be mines. Now, we need horizontally adjacent, so this has to extend. This mine needs to extend. This mine needs to extend. This 4 is done. Now, there are 3 mines here, meaning there is 1 mine in there. Now, if there's 1 mine across these, that means that a mine in here would need to extend, which would overload the 4. So, therefore, that's not a mine. There's a 3 now. So, by the way, the drawing feature is very nice. So this 3, that means there's 1 mine that I just drew, another mine here, so the remaining mine is here. And for similar reasons, it would overload if the mine was in the middle, so that's blank. That's a 2. Okay, this 2 is, well, it's kind of close to being up there. No, right, we know that, well, there could be a mine up there. So wait, if the mine was here, then it would be forced to extend, but we already said there was 1 mine on the left and right of the 2, so that can't be right. So that's blank. So there's 1 mine there, meaning blank, blank. Because we know that we already marked that the 1 mine was in here, so it can't be in one of those places because of the 1. So now this 0 makes that complete, making that a mine. We can get rid of this marking. This 3 is also done. That needs to extend. So we got a 5. That's 5 is all complete, and I can just click it to mark that it's all complete. There were only 5 cells in that, and we extend those. Okay, the 2 is done. Alright, now what? There's 5 mines, and I don't have any clues. Any isolated spots? What the hell? This is an isolated spot. Oh, very cool. Very tricky. When that even happened? So that's a 3. Actually, okay, so let's say that this was empty. If this is empty, then this would also be forced to be empty because that mine would be horizontally isolated. But that underloads the 3. There's now no way to make this 3 work. So therefore, both this and this are mines. Now, I also know that one of the mines is going to extend to the right and one to the left, but I don't know which is which. That's like the way to make the 3 work. Wait, oh, wow. Okay, wait, so I know that both these must extend. Just want to make completely sure, but like there's no risk of this, right? There's 3 mines remaining. And I know that these extend here, meaning there's only 1 mine remaining in the remainder area, which means that, like, a mine can't be here, or here, or here, or here. Wait. Like, see, I'm worried because this might be proving too much, and I might have made a mistake. But, like, there's many places that it seems like a mine cannot be, because I technically only have 1 mine remaining, if we ignore what's going on with here and here. So I'm just gonna empty them. Oh, that would seem to be correct, and we have a 5 now. That means there's a 2. There's 3 mines here, so there's 2 mines within the remainder of the 5. Right, there was 1 mine here. So okay, clear this, and this. The 2's done. All right, there we go. Perfect clear. So, well, the next variant is group. Each continuous mine region is of size 4. I'm pretty sure all mine regions are I don't know why it's worded like that, but okay. Okay, so, I mean, if it gets trapped, then it obviously can't be size 4. Like if I do that, then this 2 would be satisfied, and then all these would be blank. But then there's no way this is size 4 anymore, because it can't connect to any other mines. So, this can't be a mine. Same thing with the things that get trapped in here or here. Because if something gets here, then this 1 means that the rest are blank, and then it can't be size 4 anymore. So those are both blank. 1, 2. I swear there's a 1, 2 pattern right here. Oh, well, really, it's because the 2 is complete. Okay, this 2 is also done. Now this 1's also done. It only sees this is a mine. 1, 2 pattern, so this is blank. Alright, so this needs to extend and get out of here, because it's size 4. This is currently only size 2, so it needs to extend at least to here. Oh, we gotta use this piece of logic already. So, I mean, if there's a mine here, notice that that means that the 3 cannot extend, because that becomes size 5, that becomes size 5, no matter where that extends. So, this is not correct. This needs to be blank. That didn't help very much. 5 remaining. Okay, wow, what the? Maybe I need to... Okay, what about here? Okay, look at this. If there's a mine here, of course, that would need to be empty, and this would be a mine, and then that would be a complete region of size 4. Right. But now, notice that there needs to be a mine within one of these, because, you know, there's this one right here. And how is it going to get to it? Well, there's no time to get to it. There's no way to get to this. And because they need to connect, there's only like 5 mines remaining. So, yeah, like, this is not a mine. And this can't be either. It's a 0. Okay, that's revealed a lot. And this is now, like, locked out. That's forced to be the region of 4. The 2 is done. 3, okay, that's a mine. This is the 1, 3, because the 3 sees 2 more spaces than the 1. And we're pretty much done there. Now, this is not a sponsored mention, but I would like to say that I've worked on a game called Islands of Insight, which has grid puzzles. I'm mentioning this. One of the rules in that game is about, like, area size, and it is one of the most powerful rules. It might be the most powerful rule by far. Like, it restricts so much. So, I'm just gonna do this puzzle, like, I guess explaining a little bit less. Is it possible that 3 works out like this? It's a little bit doubtful, because there's a lot of things that, like... No, there's no way. It creates a forced region of, like, size 5 if you, like, there's no way. So that's a mine. And now, like, the fact that we can tell there's 9 remaining means that there are 2 regions of size 4 left to make, plus 1 mine. I guess the question is, that is the most, like, that's the most obvious thing you could do, is this being a mine, perhaps, and then all of the rest would need to be empty around it. And that ruins the 3. The 3 is underloaded now. Okay. So that's clear. 6! Okay, alright, so clearly this cannot be it. Like, this cannot be the blank one, because then that would make a region of size 5. Alright, what about if this is possible? Then there's not a few mines, because the 6 would need to be completed by that point. These would be empty, and this one... And there's still space to fit the 1. Although, wait a minute, how is this going to get completed? No, that's still fine. Okay, I didn't learn anything with that. There seems to be a lot of possibilities here. Should I, like, go for one of these empty cells, then? I guess it's hard to imagine this is a mine, because it would need to extend out. Wait, I think it's, like, completely screwed. Like, if this was the mine, then we would be forced to have this 4-size region. And that underloads the 6. Okay, that's empty. But that didn't give me anything on that. That was one of the ones that was super likely to be empty. But what about this one? Doesn't this also have the same problem? There's no way to make a 4 without overloading or underloading it. Okay, that's a 1. Alright, so the 1 and the 3, I think, restrict the 6 a lot. Yeah, well, I mean, okay. There's 1 mine here, so there can't be 2 mines there. So they counted up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there is 6. So this is empty, this is the mine. That 3 needs to be complete, doesn't it? So... wherever it goes, it needs to extend here or here. This 3-size region needs to become a 4. Therefore, blank, blank. This is the mine, and it extends outwards. Okay. There it is. That's that side done. 2 mines, this is not it. Because, like, if that was the mine, and we had only 2 mines remaining, we couldn't connect there. That would overload the 2, because there'd be 3 mines there. So, mark that. And that's the only way that I can extend. There we go. The next rule is cross, which is a bit of a mouthful, but I think it's actually pretty simple to explain. Each number represents it counts the number of mines in black and gray cells. So, like, around here, there could be either 0 mines in gray and 3 in black, or it could be the other way around. In other words, it could be 0 mines in black and then 3 mines in gray. Notably, it's still like, it works just as well as the total. Like, this is a 1, 2, but you could think of it as a 3, because there's only 3 cells that it's seeing, so 1, 2, and you can see that the numbers also, like, update if it's, like, obvious that the black is the only thing that could have been the one there. That gets, that gets grayed out, and now there are 2 cells in gray, so those are both the flags. Okay, now we have this 1, 3, and you can tell that the 3 here has to be on the grays because there isn't room for the 1 to be that, which means that across these, I'm going to mark these as red. So here, here, and here, there is only 1 mine within them, and that's the 1 right here. There's also a much more standard 1 mine in between here and here, which accounts for the 3. Now, look at this 2, 3 now. Because of the situation with the reds, where there's only 1 mine across all of these reds, we know this 3 isn't the black cells around here anymore, because there's at most 1 mine across these 2 blacks, and at most 1 mine here. So, in other words, this 2 is counting the black cells that are around here. So, it's a mine here, and the remainder mine is in between here and here, so that's clear as well. So, that's a 1, 1. Yeah, that being a 1, 1 means there's no more in the gray cells, because we already marked a mine in gray, and that's the cap of that one. And 1, that means that's the black. Alright, well, now that we cleared up the status of the gray here, that means that there's a mine here, and... okay, now what? Probably something with maybe something with 0, 3. Maybe we have enough to get that. At this point, we can make this just the standard mine is here. And there's 2 mines across the... okay, if there's 2 mines within these grays, then the 0 cannot be that. There's no way to hide a mine from being in gray now. So therefore, 0 is black. Okay, we got a 1, 1 now. This 2, 3. Pretty sure that there's only... okay, this is black. The 2 here is taking credit for black, as there's no way that black can have 3. So, now there's like a lot of annoying overlapping subsets here. Well, hold on, this 3. No, I think there's mine here and here. Because the 1, 1 puts a cap on these gray cells here. There can only be, at most, 1 mine within these, and this is a 3, counting gray cells, so the remainder mines are here and here. Okay. Meaning there is 1 mine here, thanks to this 3. Also, because we know that the mine was between one of these cells, the 3 is causing this. The opposite side is not mine. Now we have a 2, 3. But can I mark that 2, 3? Okay, now I feel progress is stalling a little bit. I'm not completely sure. I mean, I can reduce this indicator to that. Wait, no, I see it, I think. There is 1 mine within these blacks thanks to this 1. I mean, we know one of them is gray, one of them is black, so there is 1 mine within these blacks, which means that this 2 is the one that is counting the black. So, that means that the gray is the 3 in this one, and that's also blank, because this 2 has accounted for both this and this are the 2 in this. Okay, 0's done, which means... it should be... okay, this is done as well. This 3 is effectively accounted for, meaning making this empty. We have accounted for the grays as well. So there's 2, 2. There's a max of 2 along the grays, which is completed. A 0, 2. Well, 0, 2, it can't be black that's the 0, so it's the gray that's the 0. There is 1 mine within these. 1, 4. No, wait, there's no way that the freaking gray is a 4. It's black that's a 4. Okay, the 2 is done here, making those empty. Alright, and we had a marking over here, meaning there was 1 mine within those. This is not a mine, so the opposite cell was. There we go. We're pretty much done, I think. Remaining is 5. Probably just some sort of mine count argument at the very end. There's a mine here. There's also a mine here, leading to 1, 2, 3. Alright, so it's the opposite. Like, notice that we have 3 remaining cells, in fact, here. Plus a thing in here which can either be 1 or 2 mines. Well, we have 3 plus 2. Like, we're forced to pick the option that involves 2 mines within this final category. And there we go. Now, I mean, you can just clear the level now. Alright, well, there you go. Product. Oh, well, hey, there it is. Well, hey, it came sooner than expected, huh? I honestly thought that this would be delayed as as long as possible, but no. Well, here it is. Distances is like that was the most likely thing that would happen, but it's the product of the distances also. Like also worth noting that like square root tens is of course a multiple of square root 2 away and square root 5 away. I think it also there's something that probably implies that there are only two mines nearby that could be considered the nearest, and like it can't be 3 or 4. A 2 is a 1 and a 2 away. That's completely normal. It's these 2 pages. And of course, the 2 could also be a diagonal, as both of those would be square root of 2 away. How do you account for all of these far-ranging freaking 2 times square root 2 doesn't even fit in the cell? Like, there's certain numbers that could imitate. Like, already 2 kind of imitates a normal number, and then it turns out it could be diagonals as well. So, what do you even do here? Okay, so this 2 could either be that, or that, or that. Now this 2, it feels like it could be likely that it's that, because there's a mine here, which would count for the 1, and a mine diagonally away, which would count for the square root of 2. Okay, like, let's imagine there was a mine on this square. This would, of course, count for the 1 for this square root of negative 2. No, that's square root of that square root of negative is some ungodly thing that I wonder if it's gonna appear. Okay, but the square root of 2 would then need to be in one of the diagonals if I made this the thing. If I made this a mine. And I feel like what would happen is there's maybe not enough, like, this really does depend on if there can be 3 nearest, but I have the feeling this is impossible to create because you're forced to do a diagonal mine, and yet somehow the square root of 2 at the bottom would still need a diagonal of its own. So that would lead to 3 nearby mines. So let's say that is not okay. That apparently is valid. Which also means that this 2 cannot be a diagonal with the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 anymore. Okay, this is just a diagonal, right? Yeah, it's a diagonal where that has to be a mine because that's the only way that this could get the diagonal in there. Okay, and that means this square root of 2, it's not the... What? I thought this is a square root of 2, so how could the product of that have both that and that in there? Oh, that's, oh, wait, oh my god, so then maybe what I did before to open that cell wasn't valid logic at the time? Wow, okay, what the hell? I mean, yes, I understand that this is closer, right? So this counts as closer, that would be the 1. But then I guess it can just choose whichever one it wants to be the freaking square root of 2. Okay, so this is then valid for different reasons than I thought. So, okay, let's say it's a mine. That means that accounts for the 1 as the 1 times the square root of 2. So then there can't be a mine within those, and that's what makes it invalid, because then this square root of 2 is no way to make a diagonal. Okay, fine. I mean, okay, now what? Oh yeah, and that, but okay. Well, I know, I wonder if it can... Is this valid as a product? If the 2 nearest mines look like that. There's no reason it shouldn't be valid. This square root of 2 could have multiple things that are counting for the 1 in the 1 times square root of 2 for this one. Though not too many. Oh, wait a minute. I think... No, look at the square root of 2. This square root of 2 could have... Well, it could only have exactly 1 mine in between that accounts for the 1 in the 1 times square root of 2. So therefore this is empty, because if there was a mine here, then it would be 1 times 1, because that would be what the nearest ones would be, and we need this, like this flag is counting for this 2 here. Okay, so we revealed a square root of 2, which means that one is there, and that, like, then that's clear. Because we already said there had to be only 1 in there. Now, I think this is clear, right? Like... Yeah, this is clear, because if it wasn't clear, it would count for 1 times 1. This is also clear because the square root of 2, like, we already have both of them. The only thing is that we, of course, cannot say that this one is clear, because it apparently doesn't freaking care. That's the failure I had last time. This is a 1. Okay, then both of them have to be mines, because if we had like an empty and then 1, then it would see this square root of 2 away. So both these are mines. 2. This is already accounted for. Yes, the 2 is already accounted for. It's looking at this one and this one. So I can only make another tie if this was a mine, but this one definitely has to be empty. Otherwise, it would count for a product of 1. Square root of 2 that needs a diagonal. The square root of 2 that needs a diagonal. Okay, the square root of 2, this away is closer than 2, so it just is not valid. Oh, there's 4 remaining? Okay, very nice. And 4 cells remaining, so there we go. I can't believe I was able to do that, like, but also explaining is a spaghetti fest. Look at this. Okay, so I know it's some configuration of this. Actually, the diagonal of this square root of 2 forces this. Oh, God. Where's the diagonal come from, then? Like, this? Is it possible it could be this? Or is it, like, it could be that or something? Those were the fabled roots of 5, weren't they? It's probably the diagonal, isn't it? The diagonal is the thing that could be just a 2 square root 2 just by itself, as it's literally the square root of 2 twice. Alright, well, looks like we need some new ideas. I mean, okay, this one needs to be like something like that, except not like that, because if that's the case, this 2 is seeing the 1 away mines. So no, the mine is here, and then there's exactly 1 mine within this. And there's no way to get another diagonal, so I should just clear that out. For the same reason, this is also going to be blank, because if there was a mine here, then this 2 would not be able to have the 2 nearest numbers multiplied to 2. Hello again. So there is no diagonal that is 2 square root 2 away to worry about, so maybe I can rest about this one and say that one of them is you know, it's just a standard 2 square root 2. Yeah, so like this can't be a mine because we need to get 2 times square roots, so therefore like there's a mine here, there's 1 mine within one of these, and no mine in there. 1. Well, we kind of Oh wait, this 2. I think this 2 can only be done with this one now. Right? And now this can't be like we can't have a mine in here because this 2 needs to see this and 1 mine that is either here or here. Okay. Oh, and this square root of 2, yeah, like, this is already the 1 in the 1 times the square root of 2, so therefore, this is blank and this is blank. That is accounted for the diagonal here, but unfortunately there's no logic available for this, I'm pretty sure, because we need 1 mine within one of these squares. Wait, no, this isn't a... Wait, what the... I mean, okay, we know there was this... We marked that before, but this 1 has to be both of them. Yes, it's both of them. Like, I don't know why I thought it was only one of the 2. Well, that finishes this 2 as well, because the 2... Like, I also like when you can highlight and you can see the mines that it's looking at. So, I mean, this is... Okay, that has to be clear, right? There's no way this is a mine, because that would make this and this the closest, which would count as square root of 2 times the square root of 2, which would be 4, not 2 times the square root of 2. So, blank that. This is the mine. Alright, that finishes this 2. Okay, now what? This never happened. Like, let's say that's a mine. If that's a mine, then it is one of the mines that is working out. How many times have we drawn this right now? The 1 times square root of 2. So therefore, this would have to be empty, and this would have to be empty. The 2 square root of 2 means that there has to be a square root of 2, but we already ruined it by making this empty. So therefore, that's not a mine, because we proved that was wrong. And now this one, that's got to be where the mine is, considering the 1 is the product. Okay. So this is a 2. That just confirms that was on the diagonal, right? It is the big diagonal here, because it's 1 times the spot that is literally 2 square root of 2 away. Okay, and now let's just make sure that Pretty sure that means I can clear all the things around the 2 square root of 2, because that was the farthest one, and therefore there could be nothing in between. 2 means 1 there, nothing there, and we're done, because remaining is 5, and we have 5 remaining. Wow. Also, try to find the spot where I used the hint and didn't get punished for it. They made it so you can spend a hint without losing the perfect star, which did not exist in the original. Like, it's far more satisfying for progression that you can use hints, although I imagine, like, it's like a little impure to use it. Anyway, I love how this kind of looks like a normal Minesweeper board, but it's not. This one, I mean, you gotta... clearly, that's what it has to be. 1 and 2, except they can't both be here, so it's right here. And there's a thing that's 2 away. Somewhere along here, here, and here. So, interestingly with these 2s, like, there's some diagonal avoidance we need to do here, right? Because this would be really bad. There's no way that that's how this freaking 2 works. Starting to suspect that maybe it's ... like that. They're both empty. Yeah, they're both empty. But this 2, I feel like that one is the one that does diagonal square root of 2 here and square root of 2 here or something. That would also satisfy this one. Now, I am a little concerned because the thing that is square root of 5 away, which we have not yet even seen, that might be closer than 2 away. No, what am I talking about? No, that's clearly farther than 2 away. Yeah, okay. I think the next step is... there is a mine here, because the 2 means there is a 1 times 2 going on here. Meaning there also has to be 1 on the other side. And then this 2 would indeed be the square root of 2 times the square root of 2. So then this has to be the empty one. Yeah, now we got a square root 2, which is found by this one. Oh, there's a mine in between here, so this is also empty. We already have the 1 in the 1 times 2 on this one, so these are blank as well. This 2 needs to be taken care of by the other diagonal. Yep, and the rest are empty. Okay, okay. This one also is only the diagonal to worry about, I'm pretty sure. Okay. There's diagonal and... oh, wait, we already marked that one as being either here or here. Now that one's empty. This one is the mine. Alright. That's blank then, because the 1 is already accounted for. This one, that and that are blank. This one should be done by doing that, yes. Okay. Now the 2, there's only... oh, shoot. The 2 could either be here or here that are 2 away from it. Though I guess it can't be this one anymore. That's a diagonal. 12 remaining is a lot. Oh, this one is done, I think. Yeah, that one's done. Because, like, it's seeing these 2 cells, they have to be both flags. And we did have it to say that there was only 1 mine within those. Otherwise, that number would be a 1. So this is blank. Oh my god, not another one of these. Well, there's no way that it's here. It can't be here because we already have some things that are 2 away. So I think we just take this square root of 2 diagonal, and the other one is empty, and that's done. Now what? Oh, this 2 is not done. Okay, this 2, the only one that can see it is there. Now there's 8 remaining. Which is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so there's 2 left within that. Gosh, I'm so nervous of this final step, but I feel like it's gotta be that both of those are mines. Actually, I mean, like, this doesn't even seem like it could be a mine either, because that would ruin this too. Because this would be 1 times square root 2. Okay, we're done, because all those are mines. Alright, there is only one last thing, which is combination, but I don't think there's going to be anything left as just a demo, and the future combination, if it works similar to the first Minesweeper variants, there's going to be tons more combinations and tons more rules. I think that showed it off pretty well, though, so anyway, bye.